Everyone's like, oh, look, here comes Pensy Joe bringing the Pennsylvania stuff because really test the LED in the headlight, but we'll take this to track. Speed at 10. Proceed to 15. Hey everybody, this is Pensy Joe here, and today I'm going to share you my planning for my layout in the basement at my new house. And right away you already see there's a roundhouse and a 130-foot turntable in the main central area for Pennsylvania, which hasn't been named yet. I've been doing a lot of early designing a couple of weeks ago just to get started, as well as some main lines to give an idea of what's going on. Alright, so now the mainline loop is pretty much complete. There will be some alterations later on with the mainline, but not too many. The mainline is not going to really change as much. The minimum curve radius on the inside curve radius for all the inside curve radiuses will be 30 inches. So if you see the inside curves anywhere on the mainline or anywhere on the layout, it will always be a minimum of 30 inches. I forgot to mention that the roundhouse has now been updated. It's now using secondary track, and which is coated in orange. And as you can see, more yards have been added and some switches and a couple other routes. We've also updated the Tennessee area, the Tri-City State Tennessee area, with the green track being the helix loop that's going to go under the table, as well as a new roundhouse. Mark that's not going to be really a roundhouse. That's actually just a 90-foot turntable with a two-stall diesel shed nearby it, so that there can be locomotives servicing the area. We've also added a depot and a station in Tennessee. There is a New River coal mine in the mountains. There's also been added mountains and tunnel portals, as well as a paper mill, 2 furniture factories, and a whole host of other buildings. The roundhouse is now a 30-stall roundhouse, and there is now a coaling tower with a sand filling location nearby. There's also a freight office and a car shop near the bottom of that area. There's also a locomotive repair shop and a machine shop when the track from the roundhouse goes over a double diamond to go to those facilities. There's also a Union Station on top of the 4 main trackway. There's going to be an above bench work with stairways going down to the bottom level where the Broadway is going to be, as well as an extra track for siding to go to the furniture factory and a couple other locations, as well as a diesel fueling facility near the furniture factories. I've also forgot to mention that there's now tank industries inside the Tennessee Tri-City area. There is a brick factory with some pretty much merchant way buildings. There's also a couple power plants with substations added as well to add more to the system that's going on. There is also a couple other buildings. There's 2 water towers also added as well. Here's a look on the underlayer, well, not really the underlayer, but the lower level. As you can see, those orange rectangles represent the support structure that will be holding up the main level. Those are 2x4s to represent that level. Now, originally, the lower level was going to be 2 feet, but with complications of the helix, I had to make it 2 feet and 4 inches. Otherwise, 20 inches below the main level. As you can see, there is a double track that goes all the way down with a balloon loop to reverse all the way up there. There's also a Union Station as well in Jacksonville, as well as a 2-track parking for the passenger trains that will go to the station. And there's starting to be some secondary lines going to the back of the Georgia area, and there's a track going up to the north part of what would be the Jacksonville, Florida area. Now here we got levels that represent the process of going up to the main level. I'll show a new main level later on that will illustrate what the new main level will be. As you can see, we start with levels L for lower, all the way up to level M, which is the main level, going up to the main level. And there's level 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in between those two levels, gradually going up. There's going to be a clearance between the levels as they climb. As you can see, they're not complete ovals to represent a 4-inch incline level. So we're maintaining a 2% grade as we go up, which is good for clearance because then I'm going to have stronger, supports. Anywho, that will wrap up this video currently of pretty much the first layout planning video, and as well as the layout process. It's going to be a very long journey since building layout will take a really long time, so there will be many videos to come when it comes to the layout. Anywho, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Pensy Joe signing out. Bye now.
By the shore, hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall, riding through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball. Now here's to Daddy Claxton, may his name forever stand, and may he be remembered in the courts throughout the land. When his earthly race is over, let the curtains round him fall. We'll carry him home to victory on the Wabash Cannonball. Oh, listen to the jingle, the rumble, and the roar, as she glides along the woodland to the hill and by the shore. Hear the mighty rush of the engine, hear the lonesome hobo squall, riding through the jungle on the Wabash Cannonball.